curious and inquisitive. But as we grow, our upbringing, culture, beliefs, and the environment, they tend to put boundaries of limitations around our mind. As a result, all of us, we live in a box that is shaped by our beliefs, our culture, past experiences, and education. And these things tend to put a fence or a box around our mind. Our mental box is framed by many factors that shapes the way we think. These factors, they imprison our inner creativity. But most successful people are people who break the mental walls in order for them to be successful. And these mental walls that we are talking about, they have got voices that echo and always try to choke and silence any new ideas. When you are living inside the box, there are certain voices that tries to come and choke and silence any new ideas that you are trying to do. And the more you try to jump and break out of these walls, the more they try to discourage you by telling you that it has never been done before. It's not practical. It can't work. There is no solution to this. Timing and place are wrong. You are too young or old for this challenge. No one from your clan has ever crossed this line. You don't have the necessary qualifications and experience. You dismally fail. Unonyura. You become a laughing stock. You embarrass yourself. You don't have the necessary resources. These are the voices that continues to speak louder when you are living inside the box, that tries to discourage you. But one thing that you realize, that every successful person in any field or endeavor are people who had to break the mental walls, had to silence any voices that are brought by these mental walls. Now we want to look at the signs that shows that you are thinking inside the box. What are the signs that tells us that you are thinking inside the box? Number one, copying what already exists. When you see yourself vacant, copying what already exists, it's a sign that you are thinking inside the box. Most people they are doing copy and paste business. They just produce and deliver exactly what has been done before, or what is being presently done by the majority of people. That's what they do. And this is a big sign that you're thinking inside the box. The most asked question by people who want to start their business is, chi chiri kufaya, chi chiri kuitisa mari. Weekend ukona wangotangira pa that level of a question. Uchida kutanga kuita business. It's a clear sign that you are thinking inside the box. Chi chiri kufaya, chi chiri kuitisa mari. Instead, you must be able to ask the question, what is it that I can do differently to make money? What is it that most people, they are not seeing, that people need, that I can do? Or what is it that I can improve on what is being done in order for me to make money? So the way that we ask questions, they tell a lot about whether we are thinking inside the box or out of the box. Ndopaunozongonzwa mindiro dzedze weekend zvekuti chirana ndo chiri kuitisa mari, mabhero, matak shop, mining, ende vanhu vangotanga kungomhanya nezvinhu izvozvozvo anditika. But zvisina kubvira zvambogarirwa pasi to be validated, to be seen if these things are viable, or is there any better way of doing these things than what all the other people are doing. What we seriously lack in this country is innovative entrepreneurship. We lack innovative entrepreneurship. Weekend ukapinda mtown iko zvinozvi, unoona ma major commercial buildings ari kutenwa achipartitionwa achitwa into ma free market malls. Harare yese yatena into ma malls. Munhu wese ari aneka kona kake kaari kutengesa zvinhu achita vending ma activities ake ese anditika. We are lacking real innovative entrepreneurship, because it is innovative entrepreneurship that brings new ways of doing things, that brings new products into the market, that also helps you to develop better products from the existing ones. And it is the innovative entrepreneurship that brings new industries into the market and revolutionize the way of life or change history. So we need innovative entrepreneurship, not just copy and paste business that we are seeing around. Number 2, sign that shows that you are thinking inside the box. You don't stretch your mind beyond the laws and the principles that you were taught. You don't stretch your mind beyond the laws and the principles that you were taught. Within the lines and the parameters of the things that you were taught at school, it's a clear sign that you are thinking inside the box. You know, when you don't question the laws and the principles that you were taught at school, you just go with the flow. You are satisfied with the status quo and how things are done. You don't see any room for improvement. That's a clear sign that you are thinking inside the box. You know, if accepted viewpoints and ideas were never challenged, mankind would not have progressed to where we are today. Humanity would have stagnated somewhere. The cars, airplanes, the skyscrapers that we are seeing, automated machines, automated automobiles, the internet, and the world's leading innovations would not exist. You know, think of it. If the Wright brothers were content with the automobile as the best mode of transport, it means that the aeroplane would not have been invented, because no, if accepted viewpoints and ideas were never challenged. You know, if people had not think outside the box, we would be still stuck in the Stone Age as we are speaking to this very morning. So I want to encourage people, let's break the rules. When I'm talking about breaking the rules, I'm not talking about moral and legal rules, but let's break these rules that has confined us, rules that has been established as the way of doing things. Let's break them in order for us to reach a level of breakthrough. Number 3, you always feel safe and there's less risk in whatever you are doing. This is a clear sign. You know, whenever you find yourself doing things that you are feeling so safe and there's less risk in whatsoever you are doing, it's a clear sign that you are thinking inside the box. You know, the moment you step in uncharted terrain, fear and the risk factor kicks in. You know, hauna the usual comfort. Why? Because you don't know the outcome, you don't know the results. But if you see yourself, you know, feeling comfortable, it's a clear sign that you are just doing the things that you are used to do. You know, when we talk about the comfort zone is a psychological state in which one feels familiar, safe, and at ease and secure. You never change your life until you step out of the comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone. Number 4, you always agree with everyone and you are easily understood. You know, weekend ukaona uchi understand kwa mfundisi wako ni vanhu vese vaunonamata navo, ma siblings ako, ma relatives ako, ma workmates ako, ma neighbors ako, my ideas ako, unofunga zauta wasara kutenga kufunga. Yes, the moment you start to think unanopenga, that's normal. So you know, the chief enemy of greatness is conformity. When people are understanding you so much, it's a clear sign that you have not started to think. Dear entrepreneurs, the danger of thinking inside the box is that it will make you an ordinary, average, and mediocre person who will not stand out and be counted. Number 5, as we close, sign that shows that you are thinking inside the box, uttering negative and self-defeating statements. Uttering negative and self-defeating statements. You know, the words you say, they reflect the world in which you live in. The words you say reflect the world in which you live in. You know, when you live inside the box, pani ma statement weekend wanengochikota so kuti mazuana kuna mari. Ma statement waya ndiye munhu ari kurarama inside the box. Mari haisi kutenderera. mari haisitendera muhomwe mako, haisitendera kumba kwako. Kuna vanhu vasiri kurara vachiverenga mari, kunzewo kumari iriko. Handika unonzwa mastatement ekuti tinodzokera kumusha. Tiri kudzokera kupi? Tiri kudzokera kumusha. You know, those statements, they are a clear sign that you are thinking inside the box. Unonzwa mastatement weekend vanhu vachiti chikuru kufema. Unonzwa munhu ataura chikuru kuita sei? Kufema. It's a clear sign of defeat kuti munhu atokundikana, adefeatwa nelife. You know, I'm just trying to keep my nose above the water. You know, just trying to keep my nose above the water. Zvirova kuti wakatonyura already. And you hear mastatement yekuti chikuru kudya weekend. Unzwa munhu akutongoti chikuru kudya. Ukanzwa panoburitswa statement yekuti chikuru kudya, uziva kuti hapana zviri kudyiwa zvine musoro kana zvinonaka. Munhu angoti no chero chandangodya. Iwe Mwari akasika mukanwa muweekend mune matest buds. Chikonzero chaakaisa mukanwa mune matest buds ndeyekuti unakiro. Saka statement yekuti chikuru kudya, chero ntangodya zvichangopinda mudumbu. Clear sign yedefeat. Kune zvinhu zvekuti ukazvikanda mukanwa muweekend unombomira so, wombovhara meso ako anakirwa, wotaura kuti no vakafa hapana chawakaona, because unenge wanyatsosipakwa, because kune zvinhu zvinonaka zvekuti ukazvidya. Saka zvoma statement yekuti chikuru kudya isaini ukaidzwa munhu achitaura iye kuti munhu achiri kurarama inside the box. And some of the statements that you hear weekend, unonzwa vanhu vachitaura kuti chimbuzi ndo chimwe chete. Tutaura pamusoro yeah, chimbuzi ndo chimwe chete. Hatise tichaenda kutoilet. Tichazoenda tese kutoilet weekend. But tanakirwa zvakasiyana. My experience akasiyana. So the statements emunhu ari kuita think inside the box. Ma statement akazara defeat. Ma statement asina hope. But the moment you start to think outside the box, you know, you see so many possibilities. You are no longer bound by the limitation in your current environment, because you are seeing a ray of light whilst you are in darkness. So it is that ray of light that you are pushing. So every successful person in this world, there are people who break the mental walls of limitations, who refuse to live inside the box. So majority of people weekend, they live inside the box. They live inside the box. And the most people very successful, ndo people vanobreaka ma mental walls, vanobreaka these barriers anenge achiunzwa. Because ma mental walls ndo anoita kuti ufile kuti no handisi kuzokwanisa kubudirira. So we are going to touch these mental walls. My mental walls akafanana education. Education is very important weekend, but in a limiting factor in people's life. Chabata pamusoro penyaya culture, how culture can become a wall that builds a mental box. Environment, how environment will build the mental box of limitations. Unless we break these mental walls, we live as if there's no box, because originally when God created you and I, He created us with a mind without boundaries. Mara anavira akambosika munhu ane mind ine chibox chinompa limitation, but patinozokura pane box rinozocreatwa because of my mental walls anokonzerwa nezvinhu zvafana needucation, environment, background, our upbringing, our culture, our beliefs, religion chaiyo inosvika pakapusisa munhu kuti munhu achafunga. Saka these things zvinofana kuti usazvitendere zvikulimite nekukuita hinda to become the person you were created by God to be. Thank you so much, Vicky.
Thank you so much, Windrose. Stepping out of the box of average thinking, I hope this has been really helpful. It has, right, for us to step out and to think outside of the box. Windrose, for those who want to get in touch with you, where to find you and how to reach you.
Okay. This series is in my book, The Mental Gear Box. You can buy this book for $15. It is being sold at Diamond Pharmacy, Kona, Angwa, and Jason Moyo. To those that would want to engage me, you can get in touch with me on 0772 767693, 0772 767693. Thank you so much, V. Candy.
Thank you so much for making time, Windrose. We really appreciate you taking our time to 10 o'clock, Star FM, time for the news.
This is Zim Papers Radio.